why would you just come here?
Hi everyone, Darwin here. Welcome back to the Totally Wee Workshop. 7 years ago, Scott connected with a couple of timber framers named Rob and Mark, who had a great design for a pavilion that he'd seen. And he called them up and said, I love that pavilion. Now, they were a little surprised. They thought it was just an example of what they could do. They never thought someone would actually ask them to build it. But Scott wouldn't take no for an answer, so he commissioned a pavilion from them. The design uses the Fibonacci sequence to describe the curve of the arches. Old school timber frame construction and a lot of brute force that occasionally involved a tractor. We got the pavilion built on a beautiful sunny day back in 2015. Well, Scott's hoping to build a new house on the property. And the idea is to use a timber frame design in part of the conservatory. So the project today is to haul these beams and a log that was too big for Morley's mill up to the timber framers and leave them up there for them to work on. Unlike with the pavilion, Scott's providing the beams for this project. Now, we were busy strapping the beams onto the wagon when Scott's seed rep Chris showed up. It was a good thing too, because we needed a couple of ratchet straps. He had them in his pickup. Didn't want any of this stuff to fly off while we were driving up to Rob and Mark. You know, if it's anything like the pavilion, I think the conservatory is going to look pretty darn good.
2 weeks late. Yeah, no, I know. I'm trying to get it to Oh, that's it.
Stop! Perfect. So Scott and I are headed up towards Keene. We've got all the lumber that Morley and Scott and I milled, well, mostly Morley, milled a while back. I made a couple of neat videos about our milling days, so I'll add those links to the description below. Go take a look at them. Gonna do a fit check. I don't know, you think this log's sticking out another extra couple of feet here when we started?
No.
I think it's okay.
No, it isn't. It's within an inch of here. They just erected a cabin of some kind. Cottage, timber frame, super nice picture.
Nice spot, really tight walnut, 24 feet, but that's a good size because some pine on that we're 23.
Something like that.
23
Yeah.
is the pine. Yeah.
He gave me longer ones just to make sure, everything's cut longer.
Okay, so how is this one stacked?
These are all the 6x6s here.
I could probably sneak in under this pile here and get the whole thing.
And
If
absolutely.
you just keep an eye on my fork.
Yep. Oh, I need help with those.
Job.
This is where it all comes together.
Yeah, man. We started calling it the Fibonacci building.
That's awesome.
And but once it's up, it's so pleasing to the eye, like the proportions and everything.
I told Mark back in the day, I looked at hundreds of.
This is the part of the next one. We're getting some more. I was hoping to get the rest of the order today.
Oh, right, because that's what we're trying to plan.
Yeah, but the transporter guy was moving cattle, and he's got 3 different setups.
Anyway, 21 days over 30. And it can't handle a day over 30, much less 21 or something.
Right. Basically what that does is it keeps, if we're in here working every day, the concrete one.
Anything more we need? I can bring lots.
Okay.
Now there is one or two on there that are just extras. They weren't, like there's an 8x8
Sure.
oak post.
Sure.
Just because I had it.
Okay, Scott got totally ticked off at me trying to tell him which way to go, and he's gonna leave me.
I like Rob a lot. He's good. You guys.
Okay, now stop, and turn left, 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 left. You're gonna go forward a little bit. Now forward, left. No, I want you to go forward to the left. Forward.